Hey everybody, it's me again. You're at Serious in the Temple. We're going to be talking about something very serious today, and it's concerning the hurricanes and what's really going on. There was a man named Nikola Tesla. I think I'll show you like a photo of him somewhere around here. So this was Nikola Tesla, the individual who created the HAARP machine in order to help individuals out with drought and actually help the world in a much more positive, better way using the weather to our advantage. And these are the HAARP-based machines. I'll be giving you a closer look very soon. These are what they look like, and they manipulate the weather. This is now, in fact, a weather control weapon for the NWO and their secret New World Order agenda and what's going to be taking place on this planet. They're also somehow using this stuff to push out EMF waves all over the planet, so that way we're constantly getting electrical energy, and it's messing with our dantians, and it's keeping us at a lower frequency between the 6 chakras and the first chakra, which is our root chakra. But that being said, this is very serious because most people are not even aware that this stuff actually exists and what its purpose is and what it's doing right now. And this individual, Nikola Tesla, he created something called the HAARP machine. I know many of you have heard of it, and it's a machine that controls the weather. Our federal government got their hands on it at one point. I think they actually killed the man. I'm not quite sure. And what happened is that now the elites in this country, are, they've been for years now, since 2001 really, they've been trying, but they try to put a spell on the American people. See, before 2001 really, the federal government and your Rothschilds, your Bilderbergs, your Rockefellers, your Trilateral Committee, your Wahlbergs, all the bankers dealing with our federal government. Not only that, but the Federal Reserve, which deals with your money. Okay? See, they know that there was a certain time frame on the planet where there would be an economic collapse. And dealing with the economic collapse is dealing with our money not being of any worth anymore. And this is a certain time frame on the planet where solar flares are going to start hitting at a very pivotal point. Sorry, I was eating food in my throat, whatever. And at that period in time, in that time frame, people need to really start realizing that our government is getting ready to start the NWO agenda, the New World Order agenda. With this agenda, many people on YouTube are starting to realize what's going on. So I'm making this video for awareness purposes. This video is going to be called, I guess, the truth about manufactured hurricanes. Because these hurricanes, like the ones that's hitting down south, a lot of y'all don't realize what's going on. The people down south are the ones with all the ammunition for the most part. They're very hardcore. They go against the federal government. Bill Blunting, if you're watching this, he's a Caucasian man. He's a so-called redneck, so to speak, down south. I praise you, my brother. You're talking the real stuff, and I respect you. I have 110% respect for you, and this is a Caucasian man who's trying to give out the truth of what's really going on in this country. The government wants to issue out martial law so they can start breaking in your house, taking away your guns. Okay, they want to have a new world order, and the only way to have that is to trick the masses into becoming sheep. And then, not only becoming sheep, becoming prey. This is why they want you to pray in churches, because they want you to be prey for the beast that's out here in this beast system. I'm going to be showing you a few videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos, or maybe even 3, about individuals talking about this, and then I'll get back to you guys, and you guys can give me some information on the comment section below, your messages in the comment section below, telling me what you think about this, what do you want to do. But I warn you guys, whatever you do not go to the Fema camps. Do not go over there, because there's 3 things that they're going to try to do to you. Number 1, They're gonna start killing human beings in all these FEMA camps out here. They even have Walmart, a FEMA camp in Walmart. Isn't that strange that they would have a big ass store like that? Have a bunch of people that don't that their houses have been knocked down and they're homeless and shit like that. They're gonna start trying to kill people. They even got some guy. They're rounding up people now. But you're gonna see the videos I'm gonna give you. They're rounding up people now, and not only that, they have chemicals that they've made in secret underground military bases. And these chemicals can turn human beings into flesh-eating zombies. I'm fucking serious right now. You think I'm playing with you? You think I'm talking all this stuff for no fucking reason? Y'all gonna start seeing some strange shit very soon. I'm not doing this to scare y'all. I'm doing this to warn y'all. Don't go to the FEMA camps. They're rounding people up to kill people now. And not just that. They're also going to be doing blood sacrifice rituals there. They're going to be doing, drawing up these symbols, man. What it was, Ouroboros? No, not Ouroboros. Because they want you to become the Ouroboros. Search it up. What does that mean? The Ouroboros, the dragon eating its own tail, the serpent eating its own tail. Y'all don't know. Basically a person that's destroying their own soul. They're gonna be drawing up these it looks like a circle, and it's got a bunch of like different like geometric symbols on it. And what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to be a transmutation circle. But this transmutation circle, they wanna offer up the humans and their blood to demonic entities as well. I'm going to be showing you some videos very soon right now and concerning this topic, and I'll get back to you guys at the end of the video, and I'll be saying some comments here or there during the video and stuff like that. So leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll be getting back to you guys. Warning, do not go to the FEMA camps because there's some bad shit coming our way. The solar flares that the sun is cooking up is going to be starting. Not all of these hurricanes and all these earthquakes and stuff like that. Not all this stuff is being manufactured by the government. Some of it is natural because the sun is starting to heat up the planet. And with that, all you people that's been eating meat out here, because your kundalini has been clogged up. So now a lot of people is going to be going through spontaneous combustion, like I said in some of the other videos. So guys, be aware of what's going on. And take heed to what I'm saying to you. I'm gonna be pushing out more information, more now, more than ever, so I can try to get people ready for what the fuck is gonna happen. Because y'all don't understand. Planet X Nibiru is in the 4th dimension, getting closer and closer to our planet. So with that being said, here comes the rest of the video. All right, guys. Yeah, guys. So we're back at it again, and here is a video concerning the artificial hurricanes to round up people, or the citizens of the United States of America, into FEMA camps. This woman here has a lot of information on what's going to happen in the next few weeks and in the next few months. And she already tried to get out of the U.S. because she already sees what's going on. She's been tracking the stuff down in patterns and realizing what's going on. The exact same thing I've been talking about and saying. Here is her with her analysis on what's going on. Here we go, guys.
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Joanna Wells coming to you from beautiful tropical paradise. And I wanted to mention something very, very, very important to everybody. And it is extremely serious. And all I can say is I just hope it's a bunch of BS. I really do. But I've been following this stuff for years, since I started on YouTube. I've been following about, the government control, and then finding out about our birth certificates. It wasn't easy. About our birth certificates being traded in the stock market.
Yes. And also the birth certificate, dealing with that aside from this, the birth certificates, they're doing the same thing with our Social Security. They're trying to turn human beings into corporate slaves, where we won't be able to own anything. And I'm going to be dealing with that in the next up and coming videos. And I'm sorry to my subscribers that have been asking me questions. I'll be making videos on your questions soon enough. But as for right now, let's pay attention to this. This, yeah, I need to know this.
Which is not cool. And, you know, come to find out that, you know, we have our birth certificates as a corporation, it's registered as a corporation, and they're treating us like chattel. So that was a shock in itself for me for a while, okay? And I've also been following about the possible control about creating all the FEMA camps all over the country. And I've been a big-time fan of Jesse Ventura. I've been watching his conspiracy shows as well. I also know many people that live in these different states that live near FEMA camps, so I know for a fact that they're not BS, okay? Also, an ex-husband of mine years ago, my first ex, actually woke me up. I'm really grateful for that. He woke me up to the possibility of having FEMA camps everywhere, and many sheriffs also resigned from the police and, you know, decided to just stop working for the police or with the police or whatever. And because they started finding out that what they're doing is completely unconstitutional. And I remember when my ex was in the military at the time, the Marine Corps, they were reading some manual, and in the manual it basically said, you know, they were training the UN troops in the United States, foreign troops in the United States, and that how they had to abide by these rules, that they have to wave the UN flag higher than the American flag, which is extremely unconstitutional, because in America, the American flag is always waved higher than any flag, because it is our flag, right? Well, this is back in 1998 when we read this manual, and it was a wake-up call for me. Somewhat of a wake-up call, but then I kind of put it away. But, you know, I've heard about the FEMA camps for a while, and then I'm thinking, well, how are they going to get all these people in a FEMA camp? I mean, really, because the Americans, you know, good or bad, I mean, we joke about them being fluoridated and everybody getting fluoridated and, you know, getting hooked onto American Idol and so forth. But really, if it really comes down to it, the American people are going to fight back because they do not want their guns to be taken away. Because there's some hardcore rednecks, which are pretty awesome, and certain states that are just like, you know what, try to take my guns. You know, they're very hardcore, and they'll shoot anybody down. They don't care because they're protecting their rights, okay? But what happens when you have a hurricane hitting your area that is artificial? And the reason why I say artificial is because it was created by Nikola Tesla. Read about him. Nikola Tesla created this technology to manipulate the weather. And what happened was he ended up using this technology to do that, and also used this technology to spread information through the media. That's where all the TV shows come from. TV shows, movies, and so forth. He was a broadcasting master, okay, utilizing his technology. And the government came and the bankers came and took over his technology and ended up using it for other things. Now, he wanted to use his technology to basically help the world and, you know, like, say, people in Africa or certain, you know, other countries where there's drought, mega drought. He wanted to actually use this technology to bring rain to their country, okay? And it was going to be a very helpful way of helping the world. Well, when the bankers got a hold of this technology, what do? They're now using it for weather wars, and this has been going on for years now. But it's really getting worse. That's why your chemtrails are being pumped into the atmosphere. It is for the weather wars. Right before Hurricane Harvey hit, I was getting mega pressure within my head and my ears and my hearing, and my ears were ringing nonstop. And I realized it only happens when my ears ring like that. It only happens when there's going to be some kind of a hurricane or artificial weather going on, okay? Even an earthquake. And it's because of the, what is it, hun? You know, the technology, right? So when your ears are ringing before the hurricane or these artificial man-made weather that hits.
The EMF.
The EMF, yeah. So, but how, let's, okay, if you don't believe me, do some research on that. Look up Nikola Tesla, look up HAARP, H-A-A-R-P, okay? and it will tell you everything. It is proven, it is true, okay? So what they're doing is they're using this hurricane Irma, or Harvey, first Harvey, to disintegrate Texas. Why? Because Texas are trying to break away from the states. Because Texas has oil, and Texas are the people, a majority of the people that live there are hardcore believers in the Second Amendment, bearing arms, you know, freedom of expression, and so forth, or freedom of speech. They're not going to lay down and give their guns away that easily, and the government knows this. So what they had to do was create a freaking storm called Harvey. And now that most of these people are homeless now, tons of people are homeless in Texas, where are they being shipped? They are now being shipped to FEMA camps, and they're being shipped to Walmart. Now, at first, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not going to lie, guys. When I heard about the Walmart turning into FEMA, I laughed about it. I just thought, okay, this is a little too much. This Jade Helm is a little too much for me. I think it's just too much fear porn, seriously. So I kind of let it go, and then I thought, nah, I'm going to focus on, you know, my reality, my parallel reality, and creating a positive reality. That's what I do, right? I thought it was kind of a joke. And then I eventually thought, well, it's going to die down, and it's never going to happen. And then when the Jade Helm thing, you know, kind of just disintegrated, the whole idea about it, I thought, okay, see, it was just a freaking fear porn. Well, guess freaking what? Now these people are homeless, they have no place to go, and it makes them extremely vulnerable. And of course, you know, when these people are vulnerable, and I'm sure a lot of them are gun owners, they're vulnerable now. Now where are they going to go? They have nowhere to go but these FEMA camps or Walmart. Now from what I heard anyway, there was a video, and I'm going to put it underneath this video here, about a guy who stayed underneath a shelter somewhere, like his own shelter, I think his house, and this reporter said, why aren't you going for help? Why aren't you going to the places, you know, the shelters where everyone's going? He goes, I do not want to go to the shelters. Why? Because what they're doing, the Salvation Army and some other place, they're actually killing the people there. So something he saw scared the crap out of him, that he didn't even want to go step foot in a shelter. He saw people getting murdered in there, like a freaking concentration camp, okay? This is nothing unusual. This is nothing new, guys. It happened in Germany. It's going to happen. It's happening again, if this is really true, okay? So he also told the guy, he says, I'm also a police officer. And he didn't even want to go to the shelter. So what does that tell you? So what I suggest to everybody, please do not go to a freaking shelter. Do not go to a FEMA camp. I mean, obviously, if you are vulnerable and you have nowhere to go, then you have, I mean, there's nothing you can really do, right? And this is exactly what they're doing. They're doing this deliberately to make you all powerless, so that way they can take control over you. Because they are going to move ahead with their agenda, which is the depopulation agenda. And what better way than to create a weather war to make it easier? It's so much easy just to create a weather war, so that way people can just really give up their guns. It's a lot easier, and then ship them into a freaking camp. Okay. I hope.
Do you guys see what I've been saying? Even this female knows it. Even this girl right here knows it. All right. I'm telling you guys right now. You guys have better start getting more aware of what the hell's going on right now. You guys better start trying to activate your pineal glands. Yeah, better start trying to like go on an alkaline diet. So y'all can actually vibrate at a higher frequency. Cause things in this planet is gonna start getting crazy when the third and fourth dimension start coming and aligning together. And once this pole shift hits, man, this planet's gonna go into a crazy ass devastation like the world has never seen before. I'll be getting on what a pole shift is. Okay, a pole shift is what happens after 1,300 years or 26,000 years. 2,600 years happens, and a pole shift happens to realign the planet and the vibration, and it recovers or sinks other land masses like Komori Condom and other land masses that were out here. See, we had 13 continents. Now we only have 7. There's another there's another 5 continents under the sea floor, or no, I'm sorry. If we have 7, yeah, 7, 5, yeah, we have other continents under the sea floor, and they're still the excavators are uncovering them now. They're finding them now. You understand? They're uncovering them now. They're refinding all these monuments, all these pyramids, all these statues, all this proof of ancient civilizations that were living on this planet. So now they're starting to figure out that there was actually more continents than just the ones that we have right now. We don't just have 7 continents, people. We have more. And there was people living on those land masses. And they're trying to drown the entire world in water. Okay? Yes. They're starting with the US, and they're starting with the US right now, and they're trying to get everybody in the South. You are the biggest targets right now. Texas, Florida, Houston, Texas. You already know what it is, guys. You already know what it is. They're targeting everybody in the South because they also want to impose martial law as well. They want to do whatever it takes to get the people in America to give up their freedom.
This is not true. I really do, and I hope that they, in the FEMA camps, that they're actually taking good care of the people. I really do. But according to this guy, he said completely different. He said he saw some people get murdered, and that was it for him. That's why he ended up weathering the hurricane and staying in his house, even though he's like, I mean, he's freaked out right now. He's freaked out. So anyway, it was on live stream, and he wasn't supposed to say that, so they didn't want to use that on the news or any of that. So I want you to check it out before they take it down. So anyway, here comes another hurricane called Hurricane Irma, all right? And supposedly this hurricane is like a Category 5. It will grow into a Category 5, and if it does hit, it might hit this way. We're in the Caribbean here. It might hit this way, but if not, we're going to know something by Sunday, Monday. It might just hit and desecrate, or whatever the word is. Decimate, desecrate. Genocide with weather weapons. Okay, I'm going to be checking that out. I'm probably going to put that underneath the link. But anyway.
Yeah, guys, you guys have to check that out. Genocide with weather weapons. Check that video out, man, because that video is chock full with information as well.
What they do is they're going to...
I might leave a link at the bottom of the video below.
Ruin the whole East Coast, basically, okay? If a Hurricane 5 is coming your way, you need to get the hell out of there. You don't just freaking weather the storm and wait for things to blow over. If it's a Hurricane 5, it's like an F5 tornado. Get the hell out of there, okay? But this is happening on the East Coast now, if it hits the East Coast. And then we got Hurricane Harvey, right? Now there's another hurricane that's coming up, and it's called Hurricane Lydia, which is going towards the Pacific side. So it's like they're making this, if this is true, it's like they're making everybody in America vulnerable to a point where, okay, where you have to give up your guns now, and have you even heard, in Oregon, that was another thing. You start watching things, and things tend to come together, and you're like, wow, okay, now I know how they're going to do this. They just passed a law in Oregon that they're going to confiscate everyone's guns. Now, there's a lot of hardcore Oregon people that will not do that. They're like, you know what, mother effer, you come to my property, I'm going to blow your ass down. They're hardcore, and they should be. So, what better way, again, is to start creating these weather wars to make these people vulnerable to a point where it's like, oh crap, can you help me? Oh, I lost my home. You lose your home, you lose everything. Now you need help, right? So this is what I'm seeing, and I'm checking out. I'm following a lot of things going on with all these other videos here. And again, I'm not trying to create, fear porn or anything. If anything, I am all about law of attraction, thinking positivity, and creating a whole new reality in life, okay? But we have to realize there are all different parallel realities on the planet. Many parallel realities or parallel Earths, okay? So we can go in so many directions, and it has to do with your thoughts, your emotions, but also following your gut instinct and realizing there's something going on here, and I'm not going to fall into this victim mentality here. That's why we left the United States. We left that place. We knew shit was going to come down. And that place is a very highly controlled area. It's a very rich country. So they're going to afford all the rich facilities to do whatever they have to do to create concentration camps and so forth. Here in Mexico, yeah, we got crazy shit going on too, trust me, some disgusting stuff I don't even want to bring up. But a lot of it has to do with the war between, you know, the cartel and, you know, people, the drug people, whatever. And they have their nasty thing going on between them, but it's not like the whole country has to abide by a freaking ruler or else. Because the Mexicans here, I'll tell you right now, I mean, they're very hardcore too. Like, the people here, the cops are scared of the people. Like, we have that much freedom. The cops are actually afraid of the people. Like, people here actually honk to tell the cops to get out of the way. So we have our freedom here. We're very powerful. And even though they say, oh, they don't have guns, bullshit. Yes, they do. People can smuggle their guns down here. It ain't a problem. Okay? They need guns. They'll use guns. They'll use machetes. Believe me. But in the United States now, such a rich country, all they got to do is create some kind of panic and executive order, and before you know it, you're under their thumbs. You got the freaking martial law coming to your door, breaking down your door, taking you out and throwing you in FEMA camps, and that's just it with you.
See?
Okay. So the best thing to do is not just watch out for the hurricane. Watch out for the everything going on. Is you got to look for the bigger picture in things. You have to look for the bigger picture. And it's just so funny how, you know, those big hurricanes are happening, all these hurricanes, and we had no idea, and then we're about to fly out next week anyway. We had no idea we're going to Europe. So it's like, wow, perfect timing, right? But that's what happens when you're in that vibration, when you're listening to your gut for a long time, you're following your passion, you're feeling happy, you're feeling vibrant, and you're listening to your guides or your intuition, and you just follow wherever you go. You know, we're not living in the fear tactic. We're not tapped in, turned on to the news all the time.
Exactly. Don't watch TV. You gotta follow your gut instinct and stop watching the television because it's programming you with lies to your vision. All right. So this is Sirius Inner Temple. I'm out. And I thank this girl for making this video. It was very informative, guys. Leave your comments in the comment section below. This is SIT, Sirius Inner Temple. I'm out, guys. Peace. And comment, like, subscribe, and share this video to everywhere you possibly can. Please, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't want this video falling on deaf ears. Take action now, guys. Start doing what I told you in the videos. Start searching up different things like, well, what is a Merkaba? Search that up. How to create a Metatron around your body. These are things you guys have to start doing. Go on an alkaline diet. Start trying to activate your pineal gland. Stop watching the television. It's messing with your light codes. Put your feet in nature. Start grounding yourself. Get some codes from the earth. This is SIT Sirius Inner Temple, guys. And I'm telling you guys, do not go to the FEMA camps. They're going to fucking enslave us. They're taking our social security. They're taking your birth certificate. They're trying to. They're putting they're selling your stuff on the black market, guys. Y'all don't know what they're doing. They want to turn you into a corporate slave forever. In this 666 beast matter world, the beast demonic system, matrix paradigm, third dimensional paradigm that we're living in. These shadow entities, these archons that are messing with your government and all that, they're behind all this shit. Your elites, your Illuminati, all these motherfuckers are up to no good. Peace out, guys. And thanks for watching. This is Sirius Inner Temple. I'm out.